I know I shouldn't tell y'all, but you know what? I'm gonna be real with y'all. Fuck it. The other night, I actually had a dream that... shit. I was in a love triangle with Taka and Byakuya. I don't know where that came from. It just... oh my god. Oh my god. I just, like, all of a sudden, in my dream and stuff, they weren't such big assholes, and it was just horrifying. I should probably edit this out. I really should. Y'all don't need to be knowing all that, but you know what? Fuck it. Literally. Let's get investigating. Alright. So these are obviously where the hammers came from. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Washing a hammer? Spotless hammer has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Uh-huh. There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened. Would you like my help? Sure. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but no one showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered the attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that Robo Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office. What's wrong? I saw the shadow. Something moving around at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Then, right after that, Celeste screamed. Oh wait, I've been doing the whole voice. Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, like, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... Yeah! Huh? Like, what was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into two groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, Yu, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect on the 3rd floor. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what happened. But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. Oh, so they thought that only Taka had bit the dust. So, okay. Because it timed out perfectly. What? And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back down to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who had just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared! We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back up into the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all of this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both of the missing bodies. Sometime after that, Celeste told us that she had found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. There, we rediscovered the two bodies that apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now. Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. I've noticed something. Celeste seems like a very reoccurring theme. She's always the one to see the guy. She's always the one to tell us something. Like, very suspicious. I don't have a beard, so I'm stroking my tongue. Very suspicious indeed. Okay. Taka, I'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Huh. Bloody tarp has been added to the truth bullet section. Alright, let's talk to Dina. Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? Like, after Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look for them, right? I was, like, really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right to the repository to, you know, look around. But when we got here, the repository was, like, locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked. I remember that! Because we went in there, we tried to open, and it wouldn't open, and then we left, and then they were like, oh, hey, it's in here! And then I was just like, what?! Celeste told us that they had found the bodies. Curiouser and curiouser. She's like at the top of my list now. But I don't know how she'd be strong enough to drag everybody. And like, we came here as soon as the search started, so there's like no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then like, who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Oh, I want to look at the body again. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. We just had to take one more hit at his size. His really big body. We just had to be an asshole, and after he dies, we had to make one more fat joke. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? We can't let it go! From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here in the repository. All the way from the first to the third. And without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I could think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Hammer of Justice 3, which was laying on the floor of the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it! His glasses! When his body was discovered in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now they're... Oh yeah, now they're clean. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why? Hifumi's glasses. Huh. So, we have a hammer that's been washed off and glasses that have been cleaned off. What does that mean? And again, how did they move him? I made that comment before too! Is there anything over here? No. Anything over here? Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and the murders and the disappearance all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name. Then there is no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see? I mean, he is kinda dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit is a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
What? Because all the rules says is, if you kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out. Or done. Perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay? Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Huh? What's with that attitude? But you have my appreciation. Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. If he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Maybe. Maybe if he's the killer, yeah, it would have killed him to tell us what it was. Think about that. There's only one way in and out of this room. Through the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from the art room. Huh. The door can be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. But when they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them into the repository. So that certain someone, the repository door has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Wait a minute. This is... Okay, y'all. Since this is speculation and all that, the only way... What if he moved himself and moved... I don't know, because, like, they were saying how big he was and who could have lifted him. Well, he obviously could lift himself with those tiny-ass feet. And he would have wiped off his glasses to see. What if... But that doesn't make sense. He wouldn't bonk himself. I don't know. We'll have to... I should probably look around a little more. Okay, so there's something else here. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. I don't have any time to stare at it. Ooh, I found a coin. Oh, hey! That's how they can move it. It's a dolly, it doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? Oh yeah. And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheels of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? Repository dolly has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Hifumi was found, then the equipment room where Taka was found. Oh yeah, Taka's blood. Hold up. Let's get out of here and I'll show what I mean. See, look, there's skid marks right here. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. equipment room bloodstain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the first floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way to get it up the third floor. That's still a total mystery. Okay, let's make sure there's nothing up here before we go to the office. Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was left here. Okay. Huh? This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. And just recently, too. There must have been another tarp they wrapped Taka up in that tarp, they put him on the dolly, and moved him out real quick. Let's talk to this psycho. I was sleeping right here when this killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimate rare event. Okay, you are as helpful as I thought you would be. Celeste. Was she really attacked with this Justice Hammer 1? But what the heck is with these things? Oh, there you are. Justice Hammer 3. The one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around, seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes,
Correct.
indeed.
Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone. We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then, the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Celeste account has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. Let's see. You know what? I made a mention of this before. Ha! It's just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, there's something inside. It's a normal trash can. There's nothing inside it, so I don't really need to spend any more time thinking about it. See, that right there makes me think that this is going to be important in the next murder, alright? So everybody write it down. I'm going to have to remember that. I remembered this! I remembered this! I remembered this! I remembered this. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Ugh, but it's also covered in blood. Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can. A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. That's how they wiped off Hifumi's glasses. And it had that pink character on it, so... I mean... Was it Hifumi's? Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe off some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either. But I think it might be important. Glasses cleaning cloth have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. see. Is there anything over here? No. Anything over here? What's in here? A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. Even after everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusions, I guess. It doesn't help me though. I'm not a vampire. Could Hifumi... Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Could Hifumi taken one of those blood things and pretended to be dead on the floor right there and like splatter the blood everywhere? And they just happened to discover it at the same time the body of Taco was discovered. And so when they left, he was still alive. So he got up, he wiped off his glasses, he went up the stairs, and while everybody was looking around or something, he moved Chaka's body. But how is he dead now? Is he dead? No, the second body discovery announcement went off, so he must be dead. But how? My brain! My brain! Leave the area. So, this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hiro's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hiro wrote to get us to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things growing ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Goodbye. Meet in the dining hall. Hiro's message had been added to the bullet section. Huh, so he said to go to Hiro's room, but what's waiting for me there? The door is unlocked? I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to take a look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. This is Hiro's room. There's all kind of weird stuff in here. Where'd he even get all of it from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he really can't complain if I don't have his permission to search his room, right? Alright. It's a normal bed, pretty much just like the one in my room. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something. The Robo Justice! And some things made out of, it looks like cardboard and plastic and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hiro's room. But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. That's not his penmanship. His writing is too nice. This is too sloppy. I can't say shit. That's even better than my handwriting. Huh. Robo Justice blueprints have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This evidence was planted. Okay. Oh. This is one of the monitors. No worry. I soundlessly checked the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? Okay, is that it? Alright. Makoto, big news! Big news! Oh, what's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news!
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too! Robo Justice? It's Hiro wearing that costume! Anyway, like, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the 2nd floor. To think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time? Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the 2nd floor as fast as I could. Kyoko, my baby, please be okay. Kyoko and...
I mean...
Man, I had the worst day! Hiro? Hiro?
Huh?
Yeah, duh, who else would it be? That's a good question. What? Why do I look like this? What? Did something come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? I don't know, ask Byakuya. He's obviously in the Illuminati. Okay, did the Illuminati come and remodel me in my sleep? Let's see. There's a big locker near the pool. Okay, Byakuya. Apparently, that's a ridiculous object is Hiro. I'd ask Kyoko for details if I were you. Well, bitch,
Right.
I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been at least a little more gentle about it. Like, I don't know, caress my face or something. What?
What?
That's creepy. Yes, thank you, Kyoko. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappear all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
it's not.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she have an idea? Does she know people she thinks might be spying on for the mastermind?
and
Someone in this area is a spy. First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, I don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up and I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you. Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. Little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make this stupid freaking thing.
it would seem.
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you could get it off on your own. We really don't have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Ugh, free at last! Isn't it kind of weird how, like, perfectly the suit fits Hiro? More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec. Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well. In other words, it's obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it
Then it's like obvious. The one who put that costume on and went around attacking everyone. It was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
just
Good idea. I wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Remember, he killed 2 people. He can't tie me up. Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's
He
right.
may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what y'all are talking about. You can't, talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Kill who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around. You're the only one who could wear this costume. So, who else could possibly be the costumed attacker? How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you try to convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a beat, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume. Oh, wow.
See, look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, you see, 'cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then put it on Byakuya, please. It would make my life so much sweeter. Makoto, go ahead. Damn it! Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces on the floor and tried to put them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this. See? I told you it was impossible! You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But
Then there's another costume! They must have one that looks the same but fits them!
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence. Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the
Who cares? Hiro's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's
Which is how we know it was him. I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, tell me? Robo Justice costume has been added to the tripled section of your handbook. I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But I wonder where Kyoko has been hiding all this time. I have no idea.
then
Perhaps she already is working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But you are quite protective of her, yes. Because she is my boo. I love her. It goes Kyoko, Hiro, and everybody else can go fuck themselves. Well, Hina. And then everybody else can go fuck themselves. Oh wait, I pressed the damn button. Fuck! If I were the mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. You know what? Fuck you. Alright. Is there anything else? See what oh yeah, I forgot to ask this asshole. If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
just the
Why are you freaking out like you did it? I did not! Wait, hold on. If those two are the ones that were killed.
How about that?
That's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right? Which means alter ego and or Chihiro must have done it. What? Okay,
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate. Huh? Unfortunate? Stop trying to like trick us. Just admit you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong. I know that note. Nope. Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we could use to escape. Monokuma can't find it, so don't tell anyone else. For now, let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just
Not a chance.
so.
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. What? Really? I told you someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote that note all to trick me. Even if, like, that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped in here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yeah, they preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it. Well, you should buy it. Okay, then, like, show us that note. With pleasure, I have it right here in my pocket. Looks like I lost it, of course. Yeah, sure. Please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us that note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck, for serious? Chihiro's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Now then, shall we resume the investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it. Why? Why did you kill him? Tell us, Hiro. No, it's like I said. Was it really just to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone please help.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? Ah, you're right. I need to go look for the second suit in that note. Feet don't fail me now. I guess I better get back to guard duty. I'm gonna ask Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe. On our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation. You got it. It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when you have time, will you tell me why you disappeared? No. To reject me so simply. Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay. Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey.
So, Makoto, first, I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from the girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer? Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head there for now. Okay. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. But only for a moment. Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding at the bodies.
I knew
The Monokuma file was right, they were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth, and she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more uncomfortable. I think she's the ultimate detective. That's what I think, honestly. Okay, what do you say? Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey,
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand. He did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, you said he had a watch?
so
Take a look. It's broken, and you can see the hands aren't moving, right? At 6... Wait, hold up. At 6:00 something. It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. So that means the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
That's
But
right.
last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey, you! How long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointing at his watch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
In other words,
So, if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m., meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Broken wristwatch had been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
however,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to have been gripping something. You're right, something white in there.
Makoto,
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited for this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
hey,
That was all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
so then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. Scrap of paper has been added to the truth bullet section. Okay, here. So, did you find anything?
indeed,
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
that's right,
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
indeed,
He stuffed it into his pants. So I can assume he's hidden it there on purpose, you see. His pants? Wait, so you...
why is that?
It was just his pants. Not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... It better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this! It's a note. I found a hole in the... That's a note Hiro is talking about. Plus, hold up. Okay, several things. One, same handwriting as the blueprints. Whoever wrote this note, made the blueprints, is the killer. Tear a piece of paper. Oh wait, meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. So it's not Hiro's note. It's a note for Hifumi. Or Taka. Because it has the same piece ripped out. Don't tell anyone. That's for now. For new. Oh, it's most for new. Ha! Oh wait, no, it says for now. Okay. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. So Taka has one half of the paper, Hifumi has the other. Hifumi hid it. Hifumi hid it. Huh. Now it's making me think again that Hifumi's the killer. But also dead. I don't know what. My brain can't function. Okay. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
So...
That sounds very familiar. That's it! It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However...
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door. Here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we could use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't let anyone else know for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. Okay. So adding to the timeline. Hiro was knocked out around 1. Taka was killed around 6. Hifumi was killed after 8. Well, killed. After 8. Shortly after 8. Okay. I'm gonna write this all down and have like a whole timeline. The time is different. Hiro told us his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi, I asked him to meet. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Oh wait, sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. So Taka had the note and had it clenched, and Hifumi ripped it off of him. Like, Taka had it, and it was in his hand. Hifumi ripped it out, that's why it has the rip, and then he put it in his pants because nobody just tried to get in his pants. I'm sorry. Huh?
So...
I think there's likely some meaning there. Hiro... Hifumi said Hiro did it. Because... So now I'm basically sold that Hifumi did this. I don't know why, it's just... There's some meaning to part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. The note Hifumi had has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one more thing. The 2 victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think that they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right? If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said is they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. E-handbook has been added to the Truth Bold section of your handbook. Oh, this is it.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going. Okay. Well, that's where I'm gonna leave it for today. Oh my god. I must be crazy. I know I'm not right in the mind a lot. So part of me thinks, wait, so Taka was hit with number 4. So that means that the hammers aren't used in order. It went 4, and then we found number 1, then 2, then 3. Because if he was killed at 6 a.m. Okay. We'll figure it out. Alright. If you like what you see, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can see all my content in the future. Also, if you have a game suggestion or you just want to say hi, leave it down in the comments section below. I'm Dayzee Hyena. I'll catch you on the next vid.